We are at the Sun Moon Lake. Here it is. Yeah. Where are we going next?
The cable car!
On a cable car, and we can't see anything. It's just white. So after you get off the cable car, there's kind of like an amusement park. It's Formosan Cultural Village. Full-on roller coaster here. It's a full-on theme park. There's also cherry blossoms everywhere. They look pretty good, but it's raining. Okay, so it's raining, so we're gonna come in and have some lunch. We're at a Maya restaurant. Okay, so I just finished eating. I had the pork curry and Jill had the beef stew. The pork curry was okay. It is amusement park food, not recommended. But the beef stew was alright. What do you think?
It's pretty good. It's a bit too salty. Other than that, it's all good. The taste is perfect.
So we've gone back up further in the park near the entrance because it was raining down the bottom. Near the bottom of the park is where the amusement rides are. Back up the top is where the cultural exhibits are. It's got some houses from the local indigenous people. It looks pretty good. Alright, we're about to leave the park and suddenly the whole entrance is covered in mist. Cable car. Okay, we just finished that amusement park. The amusement park itself is quite small. I'll say it's pretty good, except that it was raining, so we didn't really take any rides or do much at all. So I think the highlight for the amusement park is actually the cherry blossoms. So it happens to be cherry blossom season when we were there, and there's just cherry blossoms everywhere, and it looked pretty amazing. Alright, we hired some bikes. We're gonna ride around the lake.
Yay! Baby, are you excited?
Okay, so the visitor center is up there, but down here is a lot prettier. Should definitely come down here. So yeah, this is the end point. We're gonna ride the bikes back to the shop. How was that, baby?
我们家里有2个。
I don't know, I can't see his face. Maybe he enjoys it. I
He looks
just can't see.
unimpressed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, we've returned the bikes and now we're having some food. We just finished lunch. We went to this place called Old Papa's Noodle Shop. I had a braised pork rice, and that was the best braised pork rice I've ever had. It was excellent. So now we are going to travel back up north and head back home. Alright, we are back up north and we're at this local night market and we're going to get some food. Okay, so we just had stinky tofu. We had to walk somewhere else because it's very loud. It tastes pretty good. It's not really stinky. They have this pickle stuff on top, which is pretty good. It gives it a bit of a kick. Otherwise, it's just tofu. What do you think?
I think I like the traditional one better because this is not the traditional one. Traditional one won't have the sauce.
So we're at the Longtan Night Market actually. It's not a particularly famous one or a big one, but there are a lot of night markets in Taiwan. Basically every city has one, and this is just the local one that's nearby. Okay, we're inside a shipping container with a big hole cut through it. There's some seats here. So we got a few things, and we're going to try the first thing that we bought.
It's a curry puff.
So we just tried the curry puff. This one, the pastry is really thin, and I think we left it too late, so it's a little bit cold. Feels a little bit oily, but the curry inside tastes pretty good. Okay, next we got another deep fried thing. It is deep fried squid. It's the original flavor, so I think it's just salt
And pepper.
and pepper. All right, let's give it a go. Okay, this one. The squid is really good. It's lightly battered, so it's not too crunchy, but the squid itself is really tender. And it doesn't feel oily because they have a machine. They put the deep fried squid in the machine and it just spins it. So I think that takes all the oil out of it and it tastes really good. So next we have some quail eggs. So how was the quail egg?
It's really good. It's really crispy on the outside and really soft on the inside. And you can just season yourself, but it tastes pretty good.
Okay, where do we go now?
Going to get some dessert.
So what did we just order?
We ordered a black bean tofu pudding.
So I think it's a black soybean, but we asked, why is it white? I guess it makes sense because after you grind the bean down, the flour is white anyways.
Has some toppings on the bottom. What is this? Kidney bean, some pearls, and some mung bean, like a green bean.
So the tofu pudding is pretty good. I honestly can't tell the difference between a black soybean tofu pudding and a white soybean tofu. They taste the same thing. But if you look at it visually,
Let me show you.
You almost can't tell either, but if you put it side by side with a white one, it has a slight tint of grey. Okay, so we had the tofu pudding, that was pretty good. We got to our next dessert, which is going to be...
A drink.
So we ordered a fresh milk tea with pearls. It's pretty bad. I can't taste any milk at all.
Yeah, and I feel like the tea just tastes like the free black tea you can get from the restaurant.
All right, we got our drink. Now we're gonna go play some games.
Woohoo!
I swear that gun wasn't shooting straight. All right, our grand prize. What do we get?
4 lollies!
Oh my god.
Oh! Yeah. I got you.
Too easy.
Yeah. And the wine.
All right, I think think that's it for the night market. I think the good thing about a small night market is that there's less crowds. There's some seats, which is good. And I think the selection of food is about the same. Doesn't really matter which one you go to. Some might have some special stalls, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna head back home.